Hello everyone, Josh Gary from JoshG.tv again with this episode of In Review, and this episode is about DJ Hero. Now, DJ Hero came out in October 2009, and it came with a nifty little peripheral. Now, basically this peripheral, it has a turntable, and it has the buttons that you have on it, corresponding with the gems that come down the aisle, just like your Guitar Hero and your Rock Band games. And then it also has a crossfader, which can simulate the crossing in between the tracks on a real DJ turntable. It also has a little twist knob for effects, and a Euphoria button, which is like star power or what have you in those games. And also under this little flippy, this is the Xbox version, it has your controller and then your buttons and everything to interface within the game. Now, Rock Band and Guitar Hero kind of set a precedence. You know, you've got your jewels that come down the track, and DJ Hero is no different. You hit the corresponding buttons, but with a little twist. You actually have to scratch. Now, that was one of the downsides of the game for me, is that there is, you know, if you play on easy or medium, you can scratch as slow or as fast as you want. It's not going to affect. Now, when you start playing on the harder difficulties, you actually have to scratch with which way the arrow is telling you how to scratch. It comes with 94 remixes. And has special guest DJs in there. You've got Grandmaster Flash, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Daft Punk, DJ AM, and a bunch of others. And some of the mixes are pretty interesting. Like you've got an Ice Ice Baby mixed with MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This. It's pretty interesting. And then you've got some that have a hip-hop and a rock track, and they don't really mix. Some of them are mixed really well. I'd actually like to get some of them on the CD. I liked them so much. They're the only thing about it is, depending on how you hold the peripheral, I found that I couldn't really play for any length of time. Found that my hands started to cramp a little bit, and that may just be in how I felt comfortable actually skipping and spinning the record and all that stuff. One thing about the peripheral that I don't like is the little crossfader. There's a little section right there in the center to denote the center, and if it's off just a little bit, your actual track on the video game will think that you skipped it over to the end. Now, one thing about it is you can't fail the songs, but it does affect your score. So I found a couple times, especially on the harder difficulties, where I got a 3 or a 4 star when I thought I should have gotten a 5, just simply because of the crossfader problem. Now, some of the big names in video games on the internet, IGN gave DJ Hero a 9 out of a 10. Game Informer also gave it a 9 out of a 10. And I think when all's said and done, I think JoshG.tv is going to give it a 4G, just simply because it is enjoyable. You will find yourself as you're scratching and mixing, you know, really bouncing to the beat. But like I said, the only drawback for it to me is the fact that, once again, you have to buy another plastic peripheral, but it's not as big or as cumbersome as the drums or some of the guitars, and the fact that you can't really play it for a long period of times because of the factor where you have your shoulder or your arm getting sore and hand cramping and things of that nature. Other than that, it is a solid video game. I do recommend it. If you can go to a friend's house and play it, cool. If you feel that those drawbacks aren't enough to sway you, go ahead and buy it. It's not something that you feel that you've wasted your money on. I still pop it in and continue to play it, even though I've pretty much had it since it came out. So this has been this episode of In Review, DJ Hero from JoshG.tv. I'm Josh Gary. We'll see you next time.